Hey, welcome back to the Debt Sucks podcast, where we mix tough love with real talk, slap debt around with a sarcasm-soaked spreadsheet, and remind you that your money mess is fixable, even if your Amazon history says otherwise. I'm your host, Ben Matthews, bankruptcy attorney, caffeine enthusiast, and the guy who once justified a $9 smoothie as a health investment while overdrafting his checking account. Now, before we dive into today's episode, let me rewind real quick. Last week, we tackled the monster in the closet with retirement feels like a fantasy. We broke down why saving for retirement feels impossible when you're juggling credit cards, daycare bills, and a cost of living that's straight up trolling you. But we also laid out a way forward, using the Debt Sucks plan, the rock pile, and that beautiful beast we call the hammer to crush debt and free up cash for future you. So if retirement feels like a pipe dream dipped in delusion, go back and listen to that one. Then come back here. Because today, we're rewiring your money mindset to match the plan. Welcome to the Money Mindset Reset. This episode is about scrubbing the mental gunk that keeps you stuck, the habits, the avoidance, the self-sabotage, and replacing them with 3 simple tools that work even when your motivation doesn't. Here's what we've got lined up for you. Tool number 1, the no-spend safari. Stop feeding the money monsters. Tool number 2, talk to your money. Yeah, out loud. It's weird. It works. And tool 3, the brutally honest weekly breakdown for catching your cash leaks before they become floods. And to keep it fun, we're tossing in a competitive twist called debt dodgeball, where every impulse you dodge earns you points, pride, and maybe even a little peace. This isn't about perfection, it's about momentum. So grab your budget, your brain, and maybe a scoreboard, because it's time to reset your money mindset like your future depends on it. And spoiler, it kind of does. So let's go. The no-spend money safari. Let the money lions starve. All right, financial cleanse tip number 1. We're going on a no-spend safari. Here's how it works. Pick one category, like food delivery, Target runs, or your highly suspicious Amazon just one thing habit, and cut it out completely for 30 days. You're not giving up money, you're giving up that one mindless spending reflex to see what happens when you tell your dopamine to sit the hell down. Pros. This builds instant awareness of where your money's leaking, helps break emotional spending habits. It's temporary, it's not forever. The cons. Might feel restrictive if you're used to retail therapy as stress relief, and can trigger guilt if you slip up. But it's not about perfection. Here's the goal. Not to punish yourself, but to observe your habits in the wild. You're not just saving money, you're learning your patterns. And once you see them, you can break them. Talk to your money like it owes you rent. Cleanse tip number 2. You're going to talk to your money like it's your deadbeat roommate who keeps using your shampoo and leaving Postmates receipts on the counter. Once a week, sit down and literally talk to your money like it's a person. Where the hell did you go this week? Are you helping me build the life I want or just helping me numb out? Why are you giving so much attention to Starbucks and none to savings? The pros. It builds emotional intelligence around your money habits. This helps you recognize guilt, fear, and avoidance before they wreck your budget. And it forces you to engage instead of ignore. And some cons, it does feel weird at first because, well, it is. And it can get uncomfortable when you realize how much money went to I deserve this moments. But here's the magic. Once you personify your money, it becomes harder to ignore. It's not just a bank balance, it's a relationship. And if it's toxic, you can fix it or fire it. And next up, the one that makes it all click, the brutally honest weekly money breakdown. And finally, the brutally honest weekly breakdown. This is the backbone of your money cleanse. Every Sunday, whatever day your brain's the least crispy, you sit down and track what came in, what went out, what surprised you, and what actually felt worth it. This doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't need a spreadsheet. You can write it on the back of your kid's spelling test for all I care. Just get it out of your head and onto paper. The pros. It shows you exactly where your money is going. No more guessing. It helps you course correct in real time. And it builds momentum for using tools like the hammer or rock pile. The cons? It can be awkward AF the first time you look at it and go, oh, Well, that's where my savings went. And it requires weekly consistency, which is hard when life is chaos. But if you do this for 30 days, you'll walk away knowing exactly how to build your hammer to crush debt, or how to finally start saving without feeling like you're choosing between groceries and your future. Choose your weapon. All right, here's your challenge. Pick one of these. Not all three, just one, and commit to it for the next 30 days. Do a no-spend safari, or start talking to your money like it owes you child support, or run a weekly breakdown to finally get the truth on paper. Because once you shift your mindset, your money follows. I'll remind you, it's not about being perfect. It's about waking up. And once you're awake, that's when the real work and the real freedom begins. Debt dodgeball, now with extra sass and strategy. All right, now that you've picked your money mindset cleanse weapon of choice, maybe you're out on a no-spend safari. Maybe you're yelling at your bank account like it's a sketchy roommate. Or maybe you're doing weekly financial autopsies. Let's crank it up a notch. Introducing Debt Dodgeball, the game where every avoided expense earns you points, pride, and possibly a temporary sense of control over your life. Here's how you play. Skip that DoorDash order because you actually cooked. Give yourself a point. Closed Amazon after rage scrolling through lightning deals? That's worth 3 points. Went to Target, bought only what was on the list, and didn't come out with a throw pillow, candle, or a mug that says grind now, wine later. Hey, man, that's worth 10 points and a standing ovation from your future self. Want to level it up? Make it a daily challenge. Compete with your partner, roommate, bestie, or coworkers. Post your wins at hashtag Debt Dodgeball so I can cheer you on, or gently roast you if you got taken down by a $7 latte wearing a seasonal cup. Why this works. Your brain is in on it too. Look, Debt Dodgeball isn't just silly, it's psychological warfare, but fun. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. When you swipe mindlessly, your brain's dopamine center throws a rave. When you pause, question your spending, or choose to save instead, you light up the parts of your brain responsible for long-term planning and self-control. So whether you're doing the no-spend safari and dodging expenses left and right, or you're talking to your money, having awkward but honest conversations about why it keeps disappearing like a magician in Vegas, or you're tracking every dollar in your brutally honest money breakdown, you're creating friction, and friction slows down your spending reflex just long enough to ask, do I really want this? Or am I just bored, stressed, or numbing out with retail therapy? That pause, that's the power. That's where real money decisions live. And that's how you win at dodgeball and your finances. How to use the Debt Sucks plan with your cleanse. Now, if you're serious about using this 30-day cleanse to make lasting changes, let's bring in the Debt Sucks plan, my step-by-step system that turns money chaos into real progress. Start with the rock pile form. This tool helps you list every single debt you owe. Don't overthink it, just dump it all out. Credit cards, car loans, payday loans, old utility bills. If you owe it, write it down. Seeing it all in one place is powerful. Yes, even if it's terrifying. And next up, the brutally honest money breakdown. This is where you stop guessing about what's going wrong and actually look at where your money's going. You'll categorize your expenses, income, and identify where your cash is bleeding out, usually in $14 lunches and late-night impulse buys you forgot about. But once you've got clarity, that's when you activate the pile driver method. And here's how that works. You keep making minimum payments on everything. Meanwhile, you secretly stack up cash, your own personal financial wrecking ball. And when that pile gets big enough, you pick one debt and bam, you crush it. One and done. Then move to the next one. Using the Debt Sucks plan during your cleanse turns this challenge into more than just a temporary detox. It becomes a full-on financial transformation. Listener question. This week's listener question comes from Rachel in Charleston, who asked, I started my own 30-day money challenge last week, and it was going well until my friends invited me out to dinner. I didn't want to be the weirdo who stayed home. How do you handle social stuff during a financial cleanse? First of all, Rachel, thank you for the honesty. That's a real question, and I know a lot of people feel that exact same tension. So here's my take. Social pressure is real, but so is your financial goal. And here's the good news. You don't have to cancel your social life to protect your bank account. You can suggest free or cheap hangouts, picnic, game night, hike, potluck. You'd be surprised what people are cool with when someone else takes the lead. Hey, be upfront. Hey, I'm doing a 30-day challenge to reset my spending. Can we grab coffee instead of dinner? Or if you do go, give yourself a clear boundary, like a $10 budget or $20 budget and a glass of water that you sip like it's liquid gold. The point of the cleanse isn't to make you lonely. It's to make you mindful. And trust me, the people who care about you, they'll respect the mission. Hey, let's get real for a sec. The Debt Sucks plan, it's awesome. It works. But not everyone has the time or the patience to chip away at their financial Mount Everest. Maybe you're drowning right now, like creditors calling your grandma, paycheck gone before it lands, sleepless nights count of drowning. Sound familiar? Listen, you don't have to white-knuckle your way through this alone. Instead of spending years battling debt $1 at a time, I've got you. Bankruptcy isn't a failure, it's a fresh start. And sometimes hitting reset is the smartest thing you can do. At my law firm here in South Carolina, we take the time to listen to your story and help you figure out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you. No pressure, no judgment, just straight answers and real solutions. And if you don't live in South Carolina, don't worry. I can connect you with a trusted attorney in your state. Wherever you are, help is closer than you think. So if you're ready to stop the stress and start fresh, visit debtsucks.info to share a little about your situation or call my office for a free consultation. Let's find your path forward together, because sometimes you don't need a plan, you need a damn lifeline. Let me be that lifeline. All right, here's your challenge this week. Start your 30-day financial cleanse. Pick one category to cut. Fast food, impulse Amazon buys, random Target trips, whatever your financial kryptonite is. Play debt dodgeball. Choose one day this week to dodge every non-essential purchase like your financial freedom depends upon it, because it kind of does. And post it. Use the hashtag #DebtDodgeball so we can hype you up, share your wins, and build a crew of people who are tired of being broke and want something better. And if you need a place to start, head over to debtsucks.info. I've got free tools, forms, and a whole lot of clarity waiting for you there. No credit card required. No lies, just real help. If this episode made you laugh, cringe, or scream, "Oh my God, that's me," then do me and your broke bestie a favor. Like, follow, review, share. Let's help more people stop falling for the lies of plastic and start playing the money game on our terms. Remember, adulting is hard. Debt makes it harder. But clarity, that's how you take control. So stop swiping like it's a coping mechanism. Start spending like your freedom depends on it, because it does. Until next time, stay honest, stay weird, and stay debt-free, my friends.